Bachelor, week number 7. This week, all 6 girls did the ugly cry face for us. Plus, Ben's mom got in on the act. They're all in Warsaw, Indiana, which is Ben's hometown. First, Ben takes Lauren B on a one-on-one. It's not a rose date, just a casual date. So this gives Lauren the opportunity to clear up all the shade that Leah threw on her last week. So she got it all cleared up, and Ben says, "She's not a fake. She doesn't fake anything, I'll bet." Then they go to the youth club where Ben used to work. And Ben's playing with all the kids, and they're shooting hoops. And Lauren has this realization, I just can't wait to carry Ben's babies. Next is the one-on-one with JoJo, and he takes her to Wrigley Field in Chicago. They arrive, and there are special customized uniforms for them. His shirt says Mr. Higgins, and of course hers says Mrs. Higgins. JoJo, if this doesn't work out for you, I'll bet you can sell that t-shirt on eBay and rake in some decent bucks. So they play at Wrigley Field, and then they go out for a romantic dinner. Same conversation shows up that always does. Ben says, "JoJo, I feel like you're holding back." And she says, "Ben, I am. My ex cheated on me. What do you want from me?" Then she convinces herself that her fears are all magically gone because Ben has cured her. Ben buys into it, and he gives her the rose again. The group date was 4 girls, and they were all row, row, rowing your boat gently down the stream. But from the looks on their faces, they wanted to drown each other. Amanda got the rose, which meant she got to spend more time with Ben. They went to a carnival, and then he took her to the most romantic restaurant in Warsaw, Indiana, McDonald's. And they ate 1 French fry, and they sucked it from opposite ends until their lips caressed in a greasy, oily kiss. Emily got the last one-on-one. Ben took her home to meet his parents, and Emily's thinking, this is my lucky day. I get to meet the in-laws. So she's talking her head off and talking her head off and talking her head off. And then there's a cutaway with Ben's mom, and her eyes are all teary, and she says, "I understand all the pain that my son is going through trying to find a wife." Well, Ben shows her the way to the door and the waiting cab. Let's focus on JoJo and her baggage, her inability to let her guard down and be vulnerable and truly fall in love with Ben. Because in the back of her mind is her ex that cheated on her. She's so afraid that it's going to happen again that she can't indulge herself in what's currently happening. That's her baggage. She needs to empty her baggage. In essence, what's happening is though the ex physically is long gone and out of her life, emotionally, he's still sneaking around and he's ruining her life. Now, if you've been cheated on in a relationship, it might show up the way it does with JoJo, or it could be things like you're afraid that the hot babes in the office are going to grab your man, or you might feel like if your guy is talking to other girls and he's flirting, or you might even sneak around and try to read his text messages and his emails, or you might stalk him on social media. These are all things that represent your baggage. And if you have baggage, it's going to ruin your love life. It doesn't matter how many guys you have and how good they are, your baggage is going to stand in the way between you and true love. So how do you get rid of your baggage? I have some suggestions for you. The first one is to get yourself a little journal book and just journal about your feelings. It is amazing how freeing it can be when you just write out your feelings and you get it all out of your body. Another suggestion is to have a trusted friend you can call, someone who you can just tell the truth to and they really understand you and they know how to center you and say, hey, you're letting your mind get away from you again. Here's what's reality. Another suggestion is, I call it using the note method. Write a note to yourself on a little piece of paper. You're going to actually write the same note 10 times. And in this case, a good one might be, don't let the past rule the present. Don't let the past rule the present. So you write it on 10 little sheets of paper, and you're going to place those pieces of paper where you're going to see them all day long, like on the bathroom mirror or in your car, in your purse, in your wallet, in your underwear drawer. So it's a constant reminder for you to stay in the present. Another idea, if you simply can't do it on your own, is to get professional mental health counseling. Sometimes the web of emotions is so complicated, you just need some extra trained professional support. And when you release yourself from the baggage, it's no longer going to ruin your love life, and you're going to be free to find your own true love like Ben. I hope you enjoyed the recap and my love advice, and I invite you to stop by next week.